I'm going to take you through the actual practical of artificial insemination. After we've restrained the cow that is going to be inseminated, we are going to thaw the straw. After thawing the straw, we'll load the straw and now go to inseminate the cow. We will need to have all the kit in place. And the first thing is to get the hot water, which I have in this flask. Then we're going to bring the temperature of the water to the required temperature for thawing the straw, which is at between 35 to 37 degrees Celsius. Now my water is very hot, and I'm going to pour in cold water to bring the temperature down. And I'm going to check the temperature to make sure that it is within 35 to 37 degrees. And it is at 38 degrees, so I'll pour in a little bit more cold water. Now I've checked, it is at 36, which is okay for me to thaw the straw. And now I'll take my tweezers and I'll go to the semen storage flask. The bull that I'm going to use, I know which canister has got that bull. And I'm going to use Francis. The Francis is in canister 1. So I'm going to look at the canister where canister 1 is and pull out that canister. I'm going to pick the straw that contains the bull that I want. Now from this goblet, I'll get the straw and put it in the thawing flask. After I've thawed my semen, I'll use a paper towel to dry it. After I've dried it, I'll put it in the AI gun. And then after tapping it, I'll use a cutter to cut the straw. And after I've cut the straw, I'll get the sheet and cover it and make sure that it is secure. After I've secured it, I'll push in to make sure that the semen is coming out. There we go. The semen has come out, which means now I'm ready to inseminate. And then I'll take my glove and wear it on my left arm. It's important that you always use your left arm, because when you are inseminating, it is better on the left arm, because the rumen is on the right, is on the left hand, and it is the reproductive organs are slightly displaced on the right. So it is actually easier for one to use the left hand that way, because it is closer. After I have loaded my gun, I'll use the lubricant on my hand. And then I'll get my disinfectant. Now I'm ready to AI, and I'm going to this restrained cow. When I reach here, I'm going to really be calm and make sure that the cow is secure enough. I will disinfect the cow before I do AI. I'll push the tail on our left, and make sure that the vulva is disinfected. I'll use a bottle of disinfectant and then pour on the vulva. I would have to make sure that the tail doesn't touch the vulva, because now it is disinfected. And then I'll take my AI gun, push my left hand through the rectum and get hold of the cervix, making sure that the tail is away from the vulva. Then I'll push my AI gun through the vagina at an angle of 30 degrees. When the AI gun is in, I'll make sure that it just touches the beginning of the cervix. And then I'll place the cervix onto the gun. I will not push the gun inside the cervix, but I'll make sure that I manipulate the cervix with my left hand that has gotten hold of the cervix, and make sure that it goes on the gun. Then I will be pushing the gun very gently inside the cervix while I manipulate the cervix. And then I'll check to make sure that the tip of the gun is out of the cervix, just at the end of the cervix. I'll check that with my left hand, which is inside, and just raise the finger over the end of the cervix. And now it is in the uterus, just at the end of the cervix. This is when I'll have to deposit my semen. Deposition of semen has got to be very gentle. And when the cow moves, I'll have to make sure that I stop depositing until it is calm again. Then I'll deposit the semen. I will have to make sure that I don't deposit the semen either in the cervix or in the horns, but in the uterus. Deposition has got to be in the uterus to make sure that the spermatozoa swim in both horns. That increases the chances of fertilization, because we do not know where the egg is coming from which ovary, whether right or left. So we have to make sure that the semen is deposited in the uterus. After I have deposited my semen, I will have to move the gun out and massage the uterus so that the chances of the spermatozoa moving in both horns are high. Then remove your hand, and then the insemination is over.